What up, it's your boy, the Truth 31. Hit like, subscribe for all that DC goodness on your face, neck, and chest. And today I am reviewing one of my favorite awesome DC animated films of all time, Superman Batman Apocalypse. This animated film is amazing. I think it's based on the book by Jeff Loeb, and it is fucking phenomenal. I fucking love this movie. I think it was directed by Lowen Montgomery, who did a awesome job, and it brings back the classic voices of Kevin Conroy, Batman. We all know and love him. We worship the man. Tim Daly is Superman. Oh, I love that. Brower, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, if you know him, but he voices Darkseid, and he does a fucking amazing job. And of course, Summer Glau, for all you Firefly, fuck Joss Whedon. She plays Kara Zor-El, and basically this story is mostly about her. It's basically we are discovering a new Kryptonian, Kara Zor-El, Supergirl, for for all you hardcore Superman fans out there. She grew up on Krypton. She looked over baby Kal when when he was just a baby. Obviously, Krypton exploded. Kara was supposed to watch over Kal-El, but of course, their trajectories went one way, the other went another. She was fucking. I think they said she was suspended in animation, like fucking like Captain America for like over like thousands of years and stuff. She wakes up, tries to find out who she is. She wakes up in planet Earth. First thing she sees is fucking Batman trying to fucking capture her. And she's like, what the fuck is this? Like, why is this fucking pervert trying to get after me? She's naked, by the way, when she first enters the real world. And she's like, what the fuck? And of course, the whole, she fucking, she destroys, she fucks up a couple of guys. She's scared. Her powers start, activating. She fucking she fucking there's a great scene where she fucking floats and she sees a fucking blimp and she crashes through the blimp, and of course Superman comes in, saves the blimp, looks at her. Batman grabs the kryptonite, and then we're off to the story. She passes out, and then of course we're off to introduce Superman, Batman, and Kara, and Superman obviously explains to her the situation, like, yeah, hey, I have a cousin. What the fuck? And of course, this is planet Earth. Tell me about your history. And of course, Batman doesn't trust her because this is another Kryptonian who can fucking destroy the world if they wanted to. Batman always has fucking trust issues, and of course, it's the relationship between Clark and Kara. That the whole story of Clark not feeling alone anymore, since he has someone now from Krypton, and he has a family member, and he could like watch out for her, and Kara is basically roaming Earth and roaming through this new home, and trying to find her place just like Clark did, trying to place in the world and see where she fits in. Of course, shit goes wrong, and she goes to because Batman considers her too dangerous for the planet. And of course, they want Kara, to be trained and to control her powers. So they set her off to Paradise Island, where Wonder Woman comes in, basically trains her. Superman doesn't like it because they're too rough. It's like, hey, don't fucking hit my cousin that hard, bitch, or I'll fucking kill you. Superman doesn't do that. But of course, it's the back and forth of the classic story of Supergirl wanting to discover things on her own, wanting to be her own person. Of course, Superman won't let her because because you're too dangerous for the world and stuff like that. But it's the classic story and stuff like that, trying to find her own place and trying to find her destiny and stuff like that. And then you see Darkseid again, played by Brower, who has a fucking great voice for Darkseid, almost on par with Michael Ironside. Just that gravitas, just like when this motherfucker shows up, shit's about to go down. And of course, Darkseid is imposing as always. And there's a great scene between Bruce Wayne and Darkseid, where obviously Bruce Wayne, sort of like not outthinks, but plays his hand in Darkseid. Of course, Darkseid respects that because he respects the human who basically kind of in a way outsmarted Darkseid. Of course, it's Batman. Always got to be Batman. Batman always has to have the cool scenes. But there are two the action in this movie is phenomenal, and the relationship between Kara and Clark is really sweet, and they really develop Kara into her own person, into her own character, and you really like the character. It's not like the CW Supergirl, not that bullshit. This is actually really fully developed character that you actually like and you root for, and of course, and when things go bad, you care about it. When she turns evil for a couple minutes in the film, when she fights Superman, you care about that. You care about her, and you care about this relationship because they fully develop the character. But there's the two fucking action scenes in this movie with Darkseid and Kara that were just like, god damn, like it is on par with like fucking films. Like the fight scene between Darkseid and Supergirl, it's so epic. It's out in the middle of it's out in Kent Farm. No buildings, so you can't criticize anything for it. It's like destroying all the buildings. It's in the middle of the Kent Farm, so relax. No animals were harmed during this scene. But the fight scene between these two are fucking epic. It's raw. It's brutal. The animation is second to none. It's on par with it's on par with live action films. Like the way it's choreographed, the way it's set up, and the way they make two things. The way they make Supergirl, it's like this powerful force. It's awesome to see. They make her really badass, and the way they make Darkseid almost like this unstoppable god who gets his ass kicked a couple of times by Supergirl. She gets some good shots in, but of course, she's no match. And there's an awesome fight between Superman and Darkseid, which is like, god damn, bro. I was like this is what I want to see in a live action movie with the Snyder Cut coming in 2021. I want to see Superman and Darkseid have this fucking epic battle like it's done here, because like the fight scene between these two, damn, it's just like, whew. It's probably the best live action DC animated fight scene I think that's ever been produced. I'm trying to think of another DC film that produced an action scene quite like this at this high bar, at this quality. And I can't think of any DC animated film right now, but that's how fucking good it is. It's like it's fucking phenomenal, and the story is great. The animation is great. The voice acting, obviously, Kevin Conroy, Tim Daly, Summer Glau, Andre Brower are all on par. It's all great. It's the voice cast from the animated series, Superman the animated series, and Batman the animated series. You can't get much better than that, bro. It's fucking top notch. You can't complain. There's also a scene with the Amazons and the Trinity fighting a bunch of Doomsdays, which I thought was weird, because it's like, where the fuck did these people, like, where the fuck these fucking Doomsday copies come from? And there's like fucking thousands of them. Like, where the fuck did I came from? like that part of the animated film made like no sense to me, but I was like, okay, whatever, I'll go with it. And also, there's a scene where fucking Superman heat blasts all these motherfuckers, and it's like done it in one single shot, and it's fucking phenomenal. Again, it shows the power of Superman. It's breathtaking to watch. And again, it's a great film, great story, great animation, great character. There's great character development with Kara, because she's the main star of this movie. And again, there's great back and forth, great dialogue between all the characters. And yeah, Kara, I mean, this is the Supergirl that I want to see going forward in live action. Like this, like I can get behind this Supergirl, because the character is fully developed, she's likable, and you care about her. That's the most important thing. And Lauren Montgomery, the writers, the voice talent, they absolutely nail it. And this is why, like if you're a Supergirl fan, you're gonna love this. If you're not a Supergirl fan, I suggest you start with this movie, because you will fall in love with her and you will love the character, and you will understand why this character is cool, just like Superman. But anyway, those are my thoughts. Smash that fucking like button. Subscribe to all the DC goodness on your face, neck, and chest. Hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. And I highly, highly recommend Superman Batman Apocalypse. It's one of the best DC animated films right now. It's available on Blu-ray. Go to Amazon and pick that shit up. All right? And until next time, truth out.